Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Blitzbox. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Of course, this is episode number, 9, I believe? Oh my. We're getting close to episode 10 already. That's pretty exciting stuff. By the way, look at that. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Got some turbines set up. There's actually 3 right above this area, too. Because, hey, we got renewable energy, which is pretty awesome. Very smart city we're building here, right? So, of course, welcome back to Blitzbox. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we're playing as the one and only Hiro Hamada. I believe that was his last name, from the film Big Hero 6. Of course, he was one of the main characters, one of the Big Hero 6. And check out this attack, guys. How awesome is that? That is just so cool. I really love doing that. Like, I wish, though, the one thing I wish it would have been is if I could have held the trigger and just continue riding this wave. I think that would have been just an incredibly cool thing. Like, I really wish sometimes that's kind of what they would have implemented. I think that would have been really neat if they could have done that instead. But as you can see, he also has some really neat attacks right here. Check it out. Bam. That, and that. So there's 4 different attacks available with his little nanite bots, or nanobots, I guess, depending on how you want to pronounce that. But nonetheless, today we're going to have quite a bit of fun, hopefully. Today I wanted to really just get a couple of things done in general. Nothing too specific, like, you know, how some of the other episodes were very themed, like, hey, let's work on the university, or hey, let's work on this area, or hey, today we're going to kind of work on a little bit of everything early on. But then we're going to move into something pretty cool towards the end. So, that's a little bit of a preview towards what I'm talking about. All right, so in the meantime, though, let me go ahead and, I wanted to put in a building over here, and, let me see. Is there anything really intriguing here? I don't know. Rapunzel's tower doesn't really fit in here. The clock tower would be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? Could put a smaller clock tower, but I really like this one. This one is really nice. Can we get it aligned right with the... Ooh, okay. I think we're going to do this, guys. Well, you see, the problem is with the clock tower, I almost want to, like, put it in the middle. Like, I don't want to just put it there. You know what I mean? Oh, man! I don't know. I'm having doubts now. I'm having regrets. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I like the way that looks. But that's what happens whenever you do anything like this. You're always like, oh, yeah, I like it. No, not really. Wait a minute. Do I like it? I'm not sure. It's like you just constantly start questioning yourself back and forth. Could we put a training facility in here? I guess we could. It could fit in here. All right. I like the idea of a training facility. I also like the idea of a costume shop. That would actually work really well, because we want to have a place where we can customize some of the creatures in the city. So I think that's a pretty good idea. And I think it looks really stylish, right? I mean, look at that. It's got that little rotating Mr. Incredible logo. Or maybe that's not Mr. Incredible. I made an error. And then, of course, you could press this and utilize that, I guess, if there are actual people in the city. Which was something that I wanted to do today, was actually start to populate this place. Because, well, we've got a bunch of stuff, but not a lot of people. The only problem is, you see, I want to put people in, but then I start thinking of the fact that most of this is still blank, and we want to put stuff here, right? Like, if there's going to be stuff here, sometimes the people get in the way, so it becomes very difficult to build around them. So that's the one thing that I'm concerned about. So I think what we should do is, first and foremost, do kind of the foundation, you know what I mean? Lay down all the other stuff, and once we have the buildings in place, then I'll feel comfortable putting in the people. Because putting in decorations and stuff like that doesn't require as much space, so that'll be fine. We'll figure it out, you know what I mean? So I'd really like to build, like, not a park, because we've already got a park, but like something a little bit different. Like, I don't know, like, part of me wants to have more buildings, but then part of me also kind of says, like, okay, how many buildings can you have, you know? Like, maybe we could put 1 or 2 more buildings right here, right? So that kind of the city continues, or the city feeling, or feel, I should say, continues. So maybe like 1 right here, right? A training facility would be pretty important, so the members of the city get to train up. And then I really, I'm not sure what I want to put as our last thing. I guess a research station would be kind of a smart thing to have, right? I mean, you would want to have, obviously, some scientists working and developing stuff. A shield tower is also really cool. But I was thinking of putting the shield tower over here, facing this, was it this way? Let's see. Yeah, I think it was this way. Facing this way, because I think that that would just look really, really neat, right? Because it's just like, it's such an obscure looking building and stuff. I'm not sure. It's really hard to decide. This is where it gets like to that weird thing of where you're like, ooh, okay, well, first of all, this is a very important building to have, and I don't know how I didn't even think of that yet. I should have, for sure. That's a hospital. That's a pretty important thing to have. You definitely want to have your citizens have access to that. So, let's see. Could we align that? It doesn't really align very much. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just place it right here. So that will be our hospital, which is very, very important. A monument of heroes, the hatchery for the eggs, and then there's a research station, and then we get to some buildings. All right, so, okay, so we'll put the shield tower there. Then, let's see, what would I want to put? Combat simulator, I guess? The combat simulator is pretty important as well, right? I mean, and it would make sense for it to be not too far away from the training facility. So I think this is actually a pretty good building right here. All right, so we'll put that down there. And then in the other area, I'd really like to put down some more greenery. So here, what my goal would be is to really put down a lots and lots of gardening space, just so that there's like, you know, an area where people can just go and relax and enjoy nature, reconnect with the nature, and have a beautiful time, beautiful, glorious time. Even though I know that's one of those things that's like, it's kind of hippie-esque to say that kind of stuff, because, well, I don't know, I just think that that's kind of the general feel for most people is like, oh, what, you want to connect with nature? But the funniest thing is that I used to be like that. Like, I used to be like that, like, bleh, bleh, bleh. But for some reason, when you do end up going outside and, like, spending time in, like, nature and stuff, there is something really cool about that. Like, there's just something that you can't really even put into words that happens, which is really, really unique. So, I don't know if you guys will agree with me or not on that, but I'm just going out on a limb when I say that. Let's see. I'm just trying to see here, how could I do this in such a way where we could use these trees as a barrier, right? To kind of like, or not a barrier, I guess, more like a fence towards separating this kind of garden area from the rest of the stuff in the city. Okie dokes. So there we go. Wait on a minute. I really hope that that fits. There we are, looking good, looking good. All right, so I think that this is actually pretty nice. I think this is going to turn out really nice once we have, like, you know, benches and stuff like that. Because, again, a lot of the stuff we're doing right now is still very kind of, like, fundamental in nature, you know what I mean? Like, we're putting in a lot of the basics. So it's going to take a little bit of time, I think, before we get to see kind of a lot of our, the fruits of our labor, so to speak, you know what I mean? Because yes, it looks nice right now, but I think once we have access to a whole bunch of goodies and access to more decorations and stuff, I think it's going to look that much nicer, because then we're going to, you know, put in benches and put in a whole bunch of cool stuff, even though we have access to benches right now. I don't know why I keep saying benches so much. It's like, benches are cool. Benches. All right, so let's go ahead and lay this down. Please let me fit 2 more trees in here. That was perfect. Look at that. That worked out excellently. And then in here, we'll set up like a little area to hang out with a whole bunch of other shrubbery and stuff. So that should be really, really fun. But in the meantime, what I am going to do, as you can see, the city's certainly coming together very, very nicely here, is I'd like to bring up our packs, and I'd like to bring up the jetpack, because, well, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool ability to have, to fly around and stuff like that. I'm really proud of the way that things are coming together now. It's looking pretty stylish. The one thing I don't get is every time I respawn, the vehicles end up being somewhere else. Like, why is this car here? Please explain to me. This car's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be over there. Like, who? Unless if somebody's like playing the game every time, I don't know, like maybe one of my friends is just like trolling me and he or she just plays and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? Why are the cars are always not here? All right, so nonetheless, let's get back on track. Today, I wanted to go ahead and utilize this. A lot of you have been asking to see how does the builder system work and everything like that. I've tried it out once with a city builder and I was relatively impressed. But what I'm most interested in is to see how the treehouse builder will work out of all these. Of course, you can have a pirate town, a cottage builder, castle builder, city builder, racetrack builder. I mean, there's plenty to choose from. But I'm really interested to see what this little guy can build for us. So without further ado, let's see. Okay. It's a start. Are you doing more? Oh, okay. Yes, you are. It's going to be really neat though, because if the tree is like really intricate and complex and we put it in the middle like this, I think it would be really cool for us to, that's a really funny climb, kind of like sideways like that. He looks like Spider-Man. Hero Spider-Man. Hero Parker. Is he going to put more of it together? Or is that it? I'm wondering. Oh, okay, never mind. Yep, this thing is definitely coming together nicely. All right, I'm going to need to change my backpack because this is just not, is this simply not good enough? Let's see, a frying pan? Why would I want to use a frying pan? I'm not sure about that. Okay. Like, oh, yep, we're going to give you a frying pan. It's like, I'm not sure I want a frying pan. Or do I want a frying pan? I mean, I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really nice. It's starting to come together. This thing is definitely starting to come together. All right. Ooh, wowzers. Look at this. This is awesome. Okay, so let's see what this guy can do. I guess we got to give him his time to get to work. This is pretty fantastic. It looks like a delicious piece of chocolate right now, doesn't it? That just looks tasty. Oh, dude, you have to put something here. You missed a piece right here, buddy. Buddy. Hey, little guy. You missed a piece right here, dude. What's up with that? Is he going to just continue to build like forever? Or does he ever stop? Or like how does he stop? And what makes him decide to say, ooh, okay. What is this? Is this a secret compartment? That is so awesome. Look at this. You get to like walk right through the tree trunk. Whoa, that was scary. Okay, that appeared kind of out of nowhere. That was super spooky. Wait, can I go through here too? This looks like a secret door, kind of. This is really bizarrely cool. Seriously. This is so neat. I love this. This is awesome. Okay, I'm very happy that we did this, guys. Because this is starting to look pretty fantastic. Alright, let's go on up. Ooh, look at these little branches that get created. This is really cool. Ooh, wait a minute, I have to find out something. Am I allowed to put stuff on these? Because if that's the case, imagine how cool of a city we're going to be able to assemble just thanks to that. So let's see, like let's say yeah, let's put a castle on that little branch. Let's say I want to have a pool on here. Would that be, it's not big enough. It's not big enough, but I guess this arm can sort of hold it. It's really poorly, but it kind of works to a certain regard. But you can see you can put stuff here, which is kind of awesome. So I'm really happy about that. That's going to be really neat. Oh man, I can't wait. Imagine all the cool things we're going to be able to implement right now. Oh, this is going to be awesome. Yes, please. This is going to be awesome sauceum. I guess I could put down some critters. Why do we have so many Agent Coulson costumes? That's a little weird. The Captain Marvel. Okay, let's have Captain Marvel reside over here on this branch. Hello, Captain Marvel. Mind you turning around? There we are. So now we've got Captain Marvel in place. And she is marvelous. Hello, how's it going? Woohoo! How? Hi. How? Hi. Okay, did you hear they're making a movie about you? That's going to be fun. Ooh, look at this. This is so cool. Like, it's just... The one thing I would like to see is, like, these bits to be completed. Like, I'd like to see the rest of this built up, because right now it looks a little bit odd. But I am definitely liking these branches. They are really cool. And the way that they're coming together in such a... Like, it definitely almost... Like, I know that it looks weird and odd, but it's kind of like how a tree would grow, you know what I mean? Where it's not very predictable. It's just kind of left up to nature. And there's something really cool about that. And I really like this. I think it would be really cool for us to assemble, like, little zones throughout this entire area. I think that would be a really neat idea. The one thing we are going to need to do is move these turbines to the sides now, because, well, they're going to kind of interfere with our tree. So we're going to go ahead and leave those there. Okay, so the one thing I'm not sure about is, oh, nope. I was going to say, I think he's done, but then I looked down and I saw him make that appear, so I guess he's not done yet. Huh, okay, I am intrigued. I am very, very intrigued to see how this whole thing concludes. So that's going to be pretty awesome. Is that Captain Marvel, and what is she doing down here? Hi, why'd you come down here? What happened?
You have just given me a brilliant idea.
What is it, Hero? What's the brilliant idea? Hero, share, please. Hero, share. Hero, you have to share. Woo, I love that attack. That is just so neat. I just enjoy that so much. It's just a really cool animation for that. Ooh, look at that. He's starting to put it together now. Oh, man. Look at how impressive it is from down here. This is so cool. Okay, I am very happy that we did this. I am not disappointed at all. I'm looking forward to see what the completed project looks like, too. That's going to be really, really impressive. So we'll just leave him to get that done. And in the meantime, I guess, you see, the thing is, I don't feel comfortable starting up anything else right now. And more importantly, I also know that today's episode was going to be a little bit shorter because I only had time for about like 17-18 minute video today, and it looks like we're already around 16 and a half minutes. So with that in mind, I think I'm gonna go ahead and have to call it a day here, guys. So on the next episode, we will get to see what this tree looks like once it's fully assembled, which will be really awesome. As you can see, the city is certainly coming together very, very nicely. If you have any suggestions or ideas, you can leave those down in the comment section below. The next episode will be, of course, episode number 10, so that should be pretty fun indeed. What I'll try to do in between episodes is to set up the fence here so that we have the fence around this area as well. And I might, I'm not sure if I'll have the time, but I might be able to gather up also some more glimmer points, which then means, of course, more collectibles. But with all that being said, of course, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, favorite the videos as well. And of course, as always, guys, thank you so very much for watching the video. Have an absolutely fan-flip-tastic day. I will indeed see you guys later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks all for watching.